After then, I'm still 50-50 on the.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Still 50-50 on the. Chat pulled up.
Friends and
Are you saying that advanced have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh my goodness. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Study starting!
To every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Okay, I was just making sure my audio was still synced up.
And have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Campaign continue. Take off bean. It's hard to hear everything that happened though. The swarm of COOs all over the building. Is anything to go by? This is just a Channel 1 matter. This confirmed when you need to speak to Bozeman immediately and are escorted to his office. Ah yes, Winston. Good. This is Specialist Ables. If you will be observing this interview, please come in and take a seat. The rubbed-faced man bustles into his office and leaves the door for you to follow a few times, yada yada. So Alex, do you know why you're here today? No, not really. What happened last night was nothing short of clumption of a heinous, outrageous campaign of terror that disrupt have been reaping on this nation and its territories. And it is, of course, our duty to root out this rot whenever we find it, preventing anything last night from happening again. I've been asked by Advance to perform interviews with all staff members involved and will be submitting personal review of your performance both during the incident in question and throughout your time here. Just tell the truth, Winston, and this will be all over soon. Operating some papers under his desk, Bozeman begins to clear his throat. Obviously, a lot happened last night, and I have a number of interviews to conduct today, so I'd rather not waste any time. Be brief, concise, and clear. Reviewing the broadcasts, we noticed something odd about a particular camera choice. It was while everyone else was talking. Oh, where did I put it? Here. You recognize that? With a flourish, Bozeman produces the leaflet from the notice board and place in front of your desk. I honestly didn't even notice it. So you're saying the blame lies with the crew on set? There's no way you could possibly use your own judgment and have determined it was unsuitable? You hear a disappointing grunt. Typical Wilson. We shall see. There's one thing we noted during the finale of the notice board. Oh, so yeah. Qualified. Children to show we made it function. There'll be questions we'll have to answer. Hey, just a little over Roman's title reign. I'll age the video. It's your anniversary. A week away could have a week away could have been just what the doctor ordered for you and Sam, but after speaking to the travel agency, there's no way we can afford it. Maybe next year. Yes. Alright, we did good. We scored. Sorry, I am just not in the mood for reading. I more or less wanted to get to the oof. So I'm just gonna skim. You can pause at any time. We lost the house. It took us like 9 months to get a new antenna. Or satellite. Sterility. 3 years since the uprising.
Winston, I know we don't see eye to eye on much, but things could be significantly worse. Why don't you try to muddle through for a change rather than your established approach of giving me a headache? If not for me, do it for the children, Alex. It's advanced as ill-conceived to bring your daughter to work day today, so there's even more people than usual for you to disappoint.
Huh?
And this is Jenny. She's the floor manager. Hi, Stacey. That's Colin. He, do you know, just don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved and bring your daughter to work, eh, Colin?
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believing what?
Just days.
Had a girl.
10 seconds, everybody.
Explains so much.
Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3,
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf, and who's confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories. We asked you, what keeps you going? I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Drew in Humberset. To take our minds off things, me and my partner have been building this house for our hamster. It really does distract us from thinking about the 85% sterility rate. So next week, we're building Nibbles a tiny conservatory, a loft conversion, and a holiday home. Thank you for that. And if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot are the unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team member every single day. Catherine from Berkeldown sent us this, saying, I couldn't help but spot the face of poor departed Peter Clement in my full burger this morning. Oh, I'm not sure if I see it, Catherine, but then again, I'm only on my third. Do keep those coming in. Here we go. We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out. Okay.
Apparently, this is from Sherry Intendant. Here I am, just 6 months out of betterment. I'm healthy, sober and working thanks to the facilities I had access to on the inside. I'll never have to go back to my old life of stealing cars and burning down charity shops. I just wanted to share.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, bit of a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the S effect buttons for the next segment, but Advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
Oh shit.
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to
I
celebrate
messed
this
it up.
week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay, surprising vote of approval. Stacey, let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards. Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant. As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us. This is the new future, and I say to you, it's better now. I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago. Please give a warm team welcome to Alfie Tadbadger. So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Is he all right? His hearing aid isn't turned on. Could you turn it on? He says it drains the battery. Well, So you tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation.
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that. Yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
We got it.
So, Alfie. What? You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Where is everybody?
Well, out there, in the dark. Bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
Oh, lovely story. Who are you in?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, so you're you know,
a woman.
A woman. One of
Women can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Can you piss standing up?
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Are you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that. So
when I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked my mum and pap. There was no television then. Back then, you know. We made our own entertainment out of coal and roadkill.
Roadkill.
So they got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog. They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
Yeah. So I called it Patch, which was a popular name for a dog back then, on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road, you know.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my dog in the river. That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
Well then.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times. Divorced 8. There was a mix-up with number 3, see? Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here. The weekly Territory 1 Team Awards. First up tonight...
This old man needs a nap.
She knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Hamble-Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven path, she'd have been locked up.
I didn't mean. I don't know why I started freaking out.
Honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Smith.
Are you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Doctor, I mean, 2 sugars, please, and don't let it steep too long.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
There he goes. Look.
He getting it.
I can't get the arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down.
Thank God those fractious times are behind us, and now the territories are thriving.
Are we in? As the actor said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Well done. Daphne Smith, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out what you've won. Don't hold back there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Ethel's cakes.
Got it. I won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15. Used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did.
Yes. Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Wait a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Snister, everyone.
Oh, what about my change? I've been in these white front for 3 days now.
We'll get to that, Alfie. Next up tonight,
Ruined the world. Damn.
after a rocky start family's ill-gotten gains.
I'm not censoring the blue.
Really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia Jackson Randiganis. Medals, Alfie.
You know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we describe him? Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ace. There was them. Ridley Eric, Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sydney. She were a girl, but she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us had ever seen, close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and Scotty never made it home. Fiddley got shanked in Frankfurt prison in an argument over an olive. And Terry, he exploded right at home. Sydney got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death.
Oh.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution. So, Otho and Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we launched all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony. So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no...
All of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
You might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh, security!
Oh God, not again. If I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Fannies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off of my channel, Alex.
And better. And you are? Oh, nice.
It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Oh, no, you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine. It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses. Then turned to Bethel and hung well. And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that would bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop. Oh, here we go again. Hello, Alfie Tagsbadger.
Stop them!
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh, 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 oh.
You better blow their ruddy nose.
You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s. And we go to the promenade at Shining-on-Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then. Of course, we'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home to the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh, it was so much simpler back then. Boys were boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was recruited by the circuses. There were loads of them, you see. So
I snuck a little bit in there.
with their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby fields. My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her ear, and after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus. Oh, just a tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And
I still don't know how I feel about her.
We should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever. Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got them, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighbourhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a senior cohesion cadet leader and organised all of the entertainment at last year's camp cooperation. Our final winner tonight, Edwin Neverley.
Oh, University Transition Centre, you old non... Prime Minister. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar, in my opinion.
Well, I've never been much of a role model.
Nonsense, Prime Minister. You have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with 9 fists. As with my own tiny fists have I.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, Betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they won't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you do, on liberation. Thank you for this award. And stay vigilant. Report to non-cohesive. Be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when, hopefully, things will be...
Little prick will never lose his
Succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break,
Damn.
we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back. And we're out. You know somewhere else in this building.
Oh, Alex, one other... What's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work for Junior, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
Okay.
Are you receiving a...
Are you fucking with her? Oh, right. So she can swear.
That ain't my kid, though. An E. I'm gonna have to kill these next two just to get a C. You son of a... Why don't you go yourselves? Son of a bitch. Bitch up a song.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, put these generic links on the order sheet, glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Bet you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
Huh?
Bring your daughter to work today. What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
Sitting around that boy band. Pops.
Heat rash. Hotspot when it lasts.
Heat rash. God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them. The songs too. Ah, there she
When does this game come out?
is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody. What have you been up to?
What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it. I can't deconstruct it. Robots!
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
kill you. Think of Saturn.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison. I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, bitch, you said?
Got one on you.
God damn it,
I have it scratched. Oh.
Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky three-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner. This is the key.
Shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down.
But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
Ew. Cringe. What the fuck did I just look back up to?
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were alright, I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin!
Shall we?
Yes, we are live from Western Square with a man who needs no introduction, Florence Blunderclatch. How has your evening been so far?
Magical. Absolutely magical. My most dear friends all gathered here to celebrate my life. One really couldn't ask for much more, could one?
Well, on that note, with award season just around the corner, are you hoping to add to your collection for a third time?
Well, I really couldn't say. But if the association deigned to honour me for a fourth time, so be it. It's really not for me to say. But let's just say that I know of 3 little gold men who are getting rather lonely.
Absolutely.
Because I've won 3. 3 little awards.
And each more deserved than the last. Well, it's safe to say that your career has gone supersonic in the last couple of years. How's that been?
Well, as I was saying to Stephen only yesterday, that's Stephen Spellman. The Stephen Spellman. Lovely chap. I mean, unbelievable mind. I said, Stephen, you know, this really has been quite the ride. But you know what he said? He agreed with me.
Wow. And what do you attribute your success to?
Well, if we're talking actual numbers, I'd have to say 60% talent, 30% looks, and 10% passion, brackets general. Not to mention the incredible coverage on election night. That really was the start of it all. That and my own range of sick bags. Lawrence's Chundercatch.
Wow, who could forget? Well, it's been a delight talking to you, as always. Thank you so much. Well, Patrick Bannon should be with Lil C for a conversation that doesn't involve vomit. Patrick!
Thank you, Robin. Let's hope not. Actually joined here by...
Billy Bob Jean Short. And surely you recognize my youngest.
Oh, off-brand Hannah Montana.
Lil D. Her Lil C covers album drops next week.
Actually, we weren't expecting Lil C. Is she...
She's around. She's not been feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have. They gave me stewardship over her estate, her finances, and her internal soul. Praise Craglar!
Praise Craglar? Wow. But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as our legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer any questions on her behalf.
And Lil D, was it? Well, you look great. Oh, thank you. You know what? I feel great. Well, who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Little C and you could be too.
Really?
Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called... Ah!
Oh, what a unique name!
Hard to spell though.
But of course, Lil C is basically fashion royalty now with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch on this very show, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this. You know, this hat cost more than my second jet. Feel that?
Yes, it's a nice hat.
I hate this fucking
Has
minigame.
named me the youngest self-made success story ever.
And do you have any advice for anyone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Absolutely. All you need to succeed on your own is your family's financial backing and pre-existing fame. It's not rocket science, people.
Oh, well, but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Sure you can imagine. At 25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars. So, her best-of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then her farewell tour the year after that. And that's her last chance to see her. So, until the reunion tour, and then the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very, very proud.
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, yes, her health. Her, poor health. And surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
Oh, yeah. Well, we better be letting you get back. Those babies aren't going to sell themselves, or possibly at all.
Huh?
Lil C, D, thank you so much for joining me, and do pass our best wishes to Lil C.
Who? Oh.
Now, it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is, Robin?
It absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, I almost can't believe you're here. How have you been?
You know, I like to walk amongst the peoples every now and then. It makes them feel close to me.
Right.
I hate
And
this
to be
fucking
close
minigame.
is to be human. And to be human is to be apart. But that was good, write that down. Hey, Rachel, write that one down.
It's good to see you've done so well for yourself.
Thank you, my child. You know, I have you to thank for that. If it was never for your show supporting me and my music, I never would have transcended.
Now, there are rumours going around that you might be running for office. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, that's absolutely true, yeah.
But you're aware that elections have been suspended in the territories?
No, I'm not running to be no Prime Minister.
Oh, you're not?
No. I'm gonna be King of the Moon.
King of the Moon?
Yes.
No, sorry. You're running for King of the Moon?
No, not running. It's my birthright.
And does this have anything to do with promoting your upcoming hip opera, Jay's in Space?
Hush now. Sinister me so on moon.
Okay. And how long will this last? Will it go the way of last year's Living as a Mouse fiasco? Or maybe your foray into ventriloquist beats?
I don't make the rules. I merely live by them.
So, are you looking forward to seeing the automated?
You know, I don't believe in film. Thou shalt keep thine image still unholy. That's track 4 Jesus Christ made us stuff.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and good luck with your new life in space.
And with you, my child.
What the hell? I've only been able to hear like half of this, trying to focus on the quality.
That's what success looks like. I'm going to see if we can grab
Taking
someone
shots
else
at
to have a
Kanye.
chat. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them, maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Go on, try me.
Well, Bumbanonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with me?
No, you're right, I don't like your opinion. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Patrick, what's the atmosphere like there?
It's absolutely buzzing here, Megan. The anticipation is killing us. But a little birdie's told us that any moment now we should get a glimpse of someone incredibly popular with our viewers. A favourite destination for many of the fans. Yes, the Mayor of Bumley will be arriving literally any second now. No sign of him yet, but as you can tell, the atmosphere here really is something else. Patrick Bannon, NNN, what's it been like since Bumley got so popular?
Well, it's been wonderful. The tourism numbers have exploded thanks to the marketing campaign. Investors have plowed millions into the town. We've got more Bumleyan jobs, it's brought more Bumleyan homes. We're all very grateful. Of course, it's not all bums and roses. It's almost impossible to get a good look at the whole these days. The crowds are unbelievable. Who can blame it? To the quiet elegance of the vomit-soaked car park outside the 24-hour petrol station. It's been a privilege, a pleasure, a gift, and I can't thank the mayor enough for all he's done.
Let's talk to the mayor now. Excuse me, sir, can you tell us a bit of what it's like to be elected to such a prestigious office?
That is a Dragon Ball reference.
And do you have any words for your legions of fans out there? Stoic, but blistering honesty from the Right Honourable Peanut Tea Fortescue there. And his PA.
A proclamation. Quickly, fetch a policy bag. Yes, sir. We'll get it ratified at once.
Well, there you have it, Megan. What an honour to literally see local government at work there.
That's just funny.
Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to make an entrance. And the automated really does seem to have unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Horsey in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings and looks set to run for months and months. But let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything unusual there?
Well, it's certainly not my average evening, Megan. And to top it off, I'm joined by famous, or possibly infamous, CEO Sophia Rimington. Sophia, may I call you that?
That's my name, hon. Just don't wear it out.
And who are you wearing tonight?
Actually, this is from Rimington's Fist Case, our clothing line, and it's called Grace and Plenty. There's only 10 of them in the whole world, and they're handmade by blind former fisherwomen. You should see the state of their hands. It's inspirational.
And so tonight's film, The Automated, is hyped as a cautionary tale. Will your company be taking that warning?
Well, it's funny you should ask that, because recently we had the science guys in to reflect on that unfortunate incident with the toy a few years ago.
Ah, yes, Mr. Snugglehugs. I'm sure we all remember that.
Well, we said, what if, instead of a deadly toy, we make a softer, more feminine version, you know, slap a wig on it or something, and teach it how to love. I mean, the technology is still decades away from where we actually need to pull it off, but it's a dream worth chasing, don't you think?
Aren't all dreams worth chasing?
Well, that depends. If it's sleeping with the family dog, probably not.
How did you know about that dream? It was one time at flute camp, and I haven't licked a toad again since.
It was just an example.
Of course it was.
Embarrassing.
That. Obviously. I was just joking. Of course. Of course.
Well, I should probably...
Yes! Yes! Right,
Movie's
you
about
are.
to, you know.
The movie, right, yeah.
So I'll just...
Yes, definitely. And I'll throw it back to the studio. Go hide under my duvet for a couple of months in shame. Megan?
Thanks, Robin. Lucky you, and enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, eh, Stacey?
Who cares? No one goes to the cinema these days.
Of course. We'll be back after these messages. I still go to the cinema.
Get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the home.
Yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No uneven chatting and chewing all the way through.
What about a kiss and cuddle on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better?
Alright, you are?
Gotta get set up for heat rash.
I think Ronnie's on something.
And there he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
And just like what you assumed.
I gotta pee.
We seem to be a bit bunched up at this end.
But don't worry, it's so cold.
It's what now?
It's...
Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her. This is Stacey.
Well, hello there, Stacey.
Fuck off, Ronnie.
Right. No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite, you're going to have to wait in the dressing room.
Whatever.
Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room? Hmm?
No.
No what?
No. Thank you.
Okay. Sit up straight. You're ruining my shot.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
No, cold.
Fucking right, Noko.
What's that? What's no?
Bring in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan.
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on the tattoo.
Oh, you've got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny.
Stop.
Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey, Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so cold, PT.
He's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, are you, boys? And you must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
It stands for team player.
I see. How long have you had that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Pronos was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
No co, Ronnie.
Yeah, no co.
I'm sorry, what does no-co mean?
It's the opposite of SoCo.
Fuck's sake. SoCo.
Yeah.
So cohesive. You pretees say cool.
Right. Okay, thank you, Stacey.
Sorry about her.
Slang really be like that.
She's uneven.
So you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, team players with a Z.
So how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates. And
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on team players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
it's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally singing it.
So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the song.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated.
Mum.
No-co. PT. So no-co.
The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum.
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
You mean losers?
Would you please stop saying that?
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
Sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
I thought you were Soko.
I am so good.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
What's
is...
a pretty, Mum?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the near future. We call you preties.
Uneven.
Mimi. Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old.
I'm trying to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See? Total Mimi.
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co, bricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Listen, not everyone over 30 supported Disrupt, Stacey.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
So go, Stacey. So go.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected to there. I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I had with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
Music video.
So, Stacey, can I get your pin tag?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing this song, Terry.
Right, you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music.
Ah, yes, I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
I saw you standing by the menu center with a brand new pair of blackers, baby. Do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. You wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka and stank. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts could ever feel like this. I shared the new future as my bride. You snatched me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today. On Liberation Night, girl, I was sitting beside you. We sat there shaking all the way through incisors. We held each other as things fell apart. We took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know the life could ever feel like this.
This actually ain't half bad, you know. I don't know what the hell they're actually really saying, but
Share the new future as my bride. Snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old mom used to say, blow me away. I just want you
actually really good. Best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight. And I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now I have no idea what she's going to say. So, fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room, just in case. Take it away, Stacey.
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so... Anyway. I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected, 6 years ago, I was 9 and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. Food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us.
Damn.
Yes, as you'd imagine,
Childhood. Gotta be honest.
some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff. Okay. Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. They got better. They had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked. The bullying stopped. My life, got better. Because finally, there was enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer, but what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you.
Damn.
And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles.
Thank you, Stacey, for that. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's keep making tomorrow better. And we're out. Is that all right? Yes. Yes, that was more than all right.
Nicely done. I think you might have actually given them something to think about.
So I guess you're going to be taking me back to the home now then. I was thinking we could go out somewhere and, I don't know, have a meal, talk about our options. If that's okay.
Of course, Miss Wolf. Security will be standing by.
So they're always there then?
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke? I heard about that, everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
Robin, I think.
Yeah, she does that.
Let's see. Oof. Yep. C. Hey, I'll take it. That's what I was wanting anyway. Whew. I'll take C. We can struggle for a little bit.
And this is Jenny. She's the floor manager.
Hi, Stacey.
That's Colin. He, do you know, I just don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved and bring your daughter to work, eh, Colin?
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
Atta girl.
Wasn't her real daughter.
10 seconds, everybody.
Monday's a myth.
That explains so much. Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
I was like, why is this thing not doing? Especially, I'm going back to most of these because I couldn't even focus on most shit because of the bullshit ass minigame with the radar. Is it going to load? Find out next time.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right, thanks.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
You know what? This actually used to be called the National Nightly News. Now it's just...
Nobody cares.
Everything all right here? Okay, Stacey?
Can I get you a glass of water? Good luck.
Kill me.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my murdering kit today.
Pity.
Do you want me to leave?
No, Stacey, I just want you to try.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to celebrate. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards. Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant.
Including you.
don't think I care that much. I don't know. I feel like I was missing. Oh yeah. Oh wait. I'm probably not gonna be able to see the message from Disrupt. I just was curious to what it actually
so,
was.
Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on the auto cue to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Bet you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
Just bring your daughter to work day. What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
I don't know, she's probably sniffing around that boy band. Hotspot.
Heat rash. Hotspot won it last year.
Heat rash. Oh God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear.
Are you going to be okay?
Dunno. Are you?
Okay.
10 seconds.
I'm sorry for how...
Fuck off, are you?
Going in 5.
Okay, so it was in here. I went just a little too far.
Just waiting for the studio to break back. Take your time, hun. Your show backed me when I was just getting started. Crikey, it's nice that you remember. Little decisions, honey. That's what a life is. The sum of a million seemingly small choices. That's your story. Bring me here. Well, it's certainly not my average. Morning. Well, it's funny you should ask. I actually need to pull it off, but it's a dream worth. It was just an example. I knew that. Obviously. I was just joking.
She's for the streets.
Of course. Of course.
Well, I should probably.
Yes. Yes.
The
Right,
movie's
you
about
are.
to, you know.
The movie. Right. Yeah.
So I'll just.
Yes. Definitely. And.
What's up, Cody?
Throw it back to the studio.
We just
Go
chilling.
hide under my duvet for a couple of months in shame. Megan? Gosh. Wish there was a furry little thing that loved me right now. Could defo use a snuggle and a hug. God, not you, Aaron! Oh! I don't know what that growth is, but it's getting bigger and it's angry.
Oh, hurtful.
And it's angry. So that would have been over here. I'm looking for a certain audio because there was a fight that I didn't get to see because it was on a different camera at the time. You know what? I don't care anymore. Yeah, I just decided that. Oh, disrupt tags.
Victory is in sight, my friends. You have mobilized. You have come together. From our agents at the television networks risking arrest and getting those words to you, to the many hundreds and thousands gathering to invade team headquarters. As I speak, we are turning the tide, and it is time for change. Tonight we top...
Yeah, no, y'all kind of got y'all shit pushed in. Cody, how is your night going, my friend? We been chilling. So, 1 year, 1 day. Or 100 days. Wait. Yeah, be 101 days. My bad. Shit, I'm tripping. Keep this breathe. This is great start. I am blessed, my brother. I am just sitting here chilling. Your involvement provoked under attack. Oof. My attitude leaves much to be desired. Never willing to go beyond the role for extra hours. Yes, I did. Refusal to attend. I did that. I don't like you. Well, shit. At least I didn't get fired. Now, so many days that just went by, I stopped counting. A foregone conclusion. That sounds like end. It's late, it's been snowing, stay inside, keep it warm. Sam always gets excited when she sees snow, new places, and feels cozy. Oh, we don't even have heat. I could use a hand. Let's stairs to the car. Of course, I'll be there. Money ain't shit. Said nobody who ever made it. Yeah, I don't wait. It's been 13 years since your dad died. You visited a few times. Normally during stress or trying to figure something out. Today's no different. You feel Sam's on your shoulder. You're grateful that they're still here with you. Just having them makes it easier. Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. Charlie survived, and the girl, I don't even remember her name, died. He really appreciated the time. But as you got older, passed on. I'm just skimming. Susie, poor Susie. What? Yep. Yeah. Speed relationship. Chris has been up and down, but it's late. We're getting along. Nice. Cool. Yeah, if you feel like pausing it to read it, you very well can. It is 2:15 a.m. for me. We just chilling though. I ain't saying I'm tired. I'm just saying I just do not feel like reading at 2 in the morning. But I do feel like playing this game because this game do be fun. Seven years since the election.
Right. Let's try and get through this one with as little pain as possible, Winston? I know Advance have allowed the studio to fall into disrepair. It's all gone wrong since they took over. Not that the alternative would be better. We'd have been stuck with something like those dangerous psychopaths at Disrupt. But the show must go on. One more time, anyway. Quick point before you start. We've had a few problems with the machinery lately. Locked buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. Try not to make things any worse. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons these days. Make sure to use them whenever I would deem appropriate.
Okay, no worries.
How old are you then, Cole?
Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last year. It's actually this year. Brilliant.
It's starting to feel like it.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening and welcome.
Spice it up with some audience responses,
Megan, and I'm joined, as always, by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan.
On the excitement scale?
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up.
We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking up a storm.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
We have grieved our loss, and we have hardened our hearts. We have lived with death, and we no longer fear it. No time.
Oh no. I accidentally showed that footage. Sorry,
Right,
boss.
let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
By Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely nightly show pets in Pet Corner.
Splendid, that's the ticket.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a
Lord
spotted
Cheeks.
with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love
The man's
food,
name is
and
Lord
they actually have
Cheeks.
special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can... Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's year vote, he is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it's December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Those are our nightly show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. We'll check in on them, or some very similar animals, at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen. That's right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley.
I hit the wrong one.
Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How's it compared to the
I
kitchen
accidentally
you're
booed
used to?
Gordon Ramsay.
The colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's all about all the arseholes. Yes?
Oh.
So, you own 6 restaurants. You've been awarded 9 Ballon
I
Massifs
fucked
across your
all
career,
the way up.
and
I'm
you've
not
worked
getting paid
alongside
tonight.
the best chefs in the world.
Shit.
Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So, what are we making today, Chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness. It's got the acidity of the fruit, and then get the richness of the pastry. Incredible.
Wow, okay, so where do we start?
So, we're going to start by making our filling. So, we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. And then, straight into the pan.
I hit the sensor though.
So, your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, sorry, I've got spares. Right, so, once we've done that, we...
I don't know how I did that, but pat myself on the back Tomaso style.
Oh. Yeah? Okay. Sugar, butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg. What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, chef.
No. Shit. Right. Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? Work that into a nice ball of flour.
She literally
like
just
that.
used the fucking donkey line.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit, bed. What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, cinnamon.
Oh, so, you own 6 restaurants across 5 territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Bit of flour.
Oh, I was censoring it for too long.
And the filling goes next, right?
Remember how it feels to be informed, to feel connected to what has happened in the world. Do you remember Jeremy Donaldson? Because I do. I remember how he died. And now I watch this excuse of a program, and I realise he was 100% right. Disrupt's first martyr died protected.
Now, nice, gently, all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes.
Just a little bit.
With steam. And washing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Okay. Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my god. You, come here. Come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after the fucking shit-kicking contest. Do you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You! Come here, you! You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Yes, okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition.
Damn.
Visions of the Future.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
Wow, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you.
So tough narrowing it all down. So, we have some amazing runners up. In 3rd place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this Still Life and Future of God, and it really blew us away. Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face, or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
It really be like that.
Leave a lot of it around here, which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up we have our 2nd place entry. So in 2nd, drum roll please, we have Keith, 41 from Dungleys. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
He says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death where only the victor may breed. He also says it's something here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, come back to me, Linda! Oh, Keith, Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable happy land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend a day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is... I'll help you with that. I'll help you with that.
Spent my whole life searching for truths. Sometimes I found them. Other times I've not been so.
So here, you've got folks walking together, just really celebrating the diversity of our society. You've got people with all different flags, people celebrating their religion and their bodies. There's even a game of sports born happening over here. That or some overzealous littering. It's hard to tell. I love these robots having a little bit of a dance, getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire. What I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in. And yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
That's the break. 1 minute back. Let's lose all of this.
I don't know what you did, but it's definitely made things worse down there, Winston. Probably going to be more trouble for you in this segment. What do I care? I'm done anyway. Handed in my notice this morning. The moment the show finishes, I'll be out the door, so you may as well just do what you want, as usual.
As I will. And E. Alright, I got a minute 34. I'm going to pause real quick. Be right back. I'm back. I didn't even need anything. Or no, I did need some, but fuck, it's not over there. I'm not looking for it at the moment. So, Cody, how's it going, my brother? How you enjoying this game? And what do you think about it? I'm curious. Because I know this isn't a game that I think you would typically play, so I'm curious to always get an outsider's perspective, because I normally love these types of games.
It's playing havoc with the sound.
It's bad. We're being stretched again.
Have to use a high pass filter.
I know, I'm talking about just from a viewer's perspective.
Well, can you ask them to keep it down a bit?
Jenny, where's Glenn? Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandma.
Oh, he's right with our other guests at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma. Yes, grandmother's arsehole. It's much better.
Okay, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. Sarah just sent a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security, and they're already on their way.
Okay, 10 seconds to positions and pose.
Okay, this time you've said it.
Laughing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
We were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie. I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Well,
Oh,
it does
ew.
look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in. Okay.
You're actually eating it.
God. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's really something, Patrick. That's delicious. But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her out. Should I? The surprise guest? What do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Salisbury.
Are you taking the piss now?
Oh, welcome, Julia. Darling, so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it. I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth. That's right. It's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other.
Mr. Bones, what's up? What do you say, Echo?
They're gonna spin the wheel to pick
Shit.
a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea what's in store.
So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
What the fuck? I gotta get good ratings, and I pretty much get to control politics. I guess. Fact or fib?
Is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time. If that party's
Shit.
anything to go by, you did them a favour.
I'm supposed to be censoring.
Not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my god!
Go on, why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute... No, I can't.
Fuck it.
So don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me.
If I record this, maybe you'll shoot us tonight. It takes a lot for you to get things on the air. And any small acts of rebellion. So don't worry.
Yeah, I'm getting shot. I am getting executed. And I'm getting fired because I'm fucking up the ratings. Shit.
Come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out.
Oh, who's blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I mean, I'm not blushing.
Gay. So Gordon Ramsay and their multiverse is gay and a lesbian at that. Interesting creative decision.
Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Who's that?
Oh my god!
Is that you?
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan, who is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting...
Pretty sure that's the supreme leader in the blue.
Where did you find that monstrosity? I look like I'm haunting the fucking place.
Right. We've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin.
The skits are getting crazy. Or getting wackier and cringier. This game has to end eventually. Because they're just getting deeper and darker, and the skits are getting cringier and cringier. Pack of fish.
Okay, if you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question? Yes. Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one?
Oh, I feel like I don't even know how to commentate on this. It's pure wacky just for the sake of wacky, but there's deep story behind it.
Take a look in that
What happened? What happened?
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Oh, bless him.
Oh, the fucking guinea pig ran in here.
It's not cheese, is it? Cheese! It's not cheese! Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Come on.
Yes, let's all dance to a tune. Dance, puppets, dance.
Shut up. Shut up, Boozman.
That was so impressive, I have to say, unexpected. Well, God, that was our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun? Okay, it really was.
I cannot wait to pause it to see what y'all got to say.
That's right, you joined me in Crafty Corner.
It does look boring,
Assisted by Julia. Come on over here.
but there's also been a suicide, a fully like on here, and a fucking terrorist attack.
Well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on.
This is just a goofy shit in between the serious bit. Because right now she is the leader of a fucking government that took over. And I mean the world. And they're acting like nothing is wrong, but they're brainwashing everybody. And the only hope is a bunch of fucking weird sons of bitches.
Amazing gifts. Should we get cracking? Yes, please. We're going to start with a shoe box here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Yes, no, in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drinks.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you are a child. There we go. Fabulous. Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white.
Okay, what's going to go wrong?
Obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice
I'm so terrified.
Exactly right.
Last episode, our daughter got nuked
Now to put in the studio.
as a POW. This game is actually wild.
Cereal box packet. I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
Shit.
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato
I'm playing this on the PS4.
Potato pie, I don't know that one. You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. That just means it does that. I don't know, but that sounds starchy.
Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. Bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a circle, and that's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup.
Shit.
Knocking down there, knocking it all over.
I've got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. You're just going to cut along the line here, down the middle. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Then we've done that around the bottom.
This game is actually... It's shit.
Well done. When you're done,
there we go.
But no, this game is actually just a satire on a lot of shit that goes on in the world, and they don't pull punches.
Absolutely not. She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Nearly, it's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've...
Like, there's a certain thing that I'm doing in between the cuts, and I have to do the cuts. Because if I don't do the cuts, I'll lose ratings. But I have to time each cut, and I'm trying to do that and read at the same time. While that shit's happening.
there we go.
Run to the old game. I thought about playing that. I've seen some of it, but I haven't played it.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable, just there.
And these, of course, are all made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines. You can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you like in the studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie.
I haven't played Minecraft, but I saw like a couple clips of it, and I am very fascinated by it.
And I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by...
Wow.
Sorry, that's not supposed to be.
They actually put Jeremy on there. That's the dude who put it to his dome on TV after he took over.
Some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
Oh shit, commercial.
Okay, before we suffer through the last... What's that? Seems to be a little kerfuffle in the corridor. 1 moment.
What? What happened to Bozeman? Is there someone in the streets?
Should we be worried? We've
No.
got the Prime Minister here. It's good that she's here. Seems the reason for the extra security. Are we going to need it? Possibly. We're back. Seems very reassuring. I know.
Oh shit.
Not your mum.
Oh shit. Okay, so I pretty much got about a minute 40 to actually sit and actually chat. Let me see if where did I discover this? I was just scrolling through games with certain categories that I thought would be really good to stream, and this is really good to stream because it's really fun and there's multiple things that I'm doing at once. It's just hard as fuck to keep up with the chat. Nude nun wrestling. That would be what a thing. If I run a TV show, cooking with drunks, I would hella do that because I love to cook fucked up.
It's bad, Mum.
Shit.
Not like before, but so than we were expecting. And they're better organised this time. Like someone experienced is running things.
Well, we stopped them before.
No way, it's the old dude
Apparently
that
there's chat
died.
about you. I've requested backup, but well, we're stretched pretty thin, Mum.
I receive death threats like other people receive post. I've learned to take it all with a pinch of salt.
Of course, Mum.
Thank you, sir.
That sounded deeply worrying.
Oh, please, but I have to. We don't have to. What didn't Bozeman tell you?
Tell us what?
I'm sure he'll tell you when the time's right. Forget I said anything.
What is Bozeman hiding from me? Whoa, the plot thickens.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the nightly show where it's time to get a little intimate with the Prime Minister on the couch of chat. Prime Minister, it's great to still have you with us.
Thanks, Megan. Although maybe now's the right time to tell you that you're going to be seeing an awful lot more of me.
Why is that?
Well, I am delighted to announce that starting next week, I will be the new...
Miss Salisbury, could you get ready to accompany me, please? Please remain in place now.
Oh, shit.
Sit rep.
We do apologise to our viewers at home for this unexpected interruption.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Right, understood. Everyone,
Oh,
please remain
oh,
calm.
she bust that thing out.
Clear everyone out of the area. Everyone.
Okay, everyone, if we could just clear away from these studio doors. Yeah, that's right, just behind the cameras, please.
Do those doors lock? Is that Colin with the headphones on? Hey, mate, can you lock the doors? Can you not hear me?
Colin! Colin!
He can't hear us.
I'll do it.
No, miss, too late. I'm law enforcement. Load your weapons on.
Oh.
Stay at the door, lock it tight, and don't let anyone in.
Now listen, there's no need for any...
Sit back down! Are we still live?
Yes, we're live.
Good.
Oh, it's Ellen James.
Time for some real news. You, mic me up. Is it working? I just need to check. Is it working?
It's working.
Good. Over there, on your knees. Now. You, next to him. Move!
Oh shit.
The worst one I've had, though. Let them go, Mr. James. It's me you want.
Don't flatter yourself. You're not the target here. You're just a bonus.
Oh my God, is it me?
We're not here to take out a person.
Whoa.
We're cancelling the whole fucking show. Which camera? I know you're watching this. In your vans, planning your counter-attack. Please, try and control yourselves. Or, well, I'm sure you know the rest.
Alan, we can talk about this.
Oh, we will. I have a lot of questions.
There's no need for anyone to get hurt.
Where was that attitude during the uprising? You know, the night your thugs killed my friends.
There are innocent people here.
Says the woman who killed 14 million of them. No.
Yeah, she did nuke POWs, American POWs, or from her country. Basically, this entire game, just to catch up to people that are new that didn't watch the first streams, the game has been balance your job, essentially MAGA Al-Qaeda combination versus, you know, the left taking over, quote unquote, and PCing everything up and just pushing product down people's throats and shit like that. And it's also a communist government. They took money from the rich, distributed, and they ended up nuking 4 different countries that had American, or their countries, British POWs. So it's literally picking between Al-Qaeda or communism. And I have been my best to be neutral, but also they nuked my daughter, the advanced. So I don't care for either group, but one of them killed my daughter, one of them didn't.
Alan, don't do it. You're not an executioner.
What am I then, eh? You tell me, Megan Wolf, what the fuck am I?
The man, he's just way in over his head.
Don't patronize me, you smug bitch. I'm not one of your little helpers. Get over here. Kneel beside her. You're just as fucking guilty as she is.
Guilty of what, you fucking psychopath?
All of it! She sat there, smiling, and let it all happen. Jeremy Donaldson died for this program. And she let it become this. Bread and circuses. Bread and fucking circuses!
Don't you say his name.
I beg your pardon?
I said, don't. You
Oh yeah, that was his girl.
name. You don't get to do that!
You're angry at the wrong person, love. She's the one that killed him. The first victim of her benevolent slaughter. Not the last, though.
All I'm hearing is crazy.
And maybe you should hear it from the source. Confess. Confess. Fine. Have it your own way.
Oh.
Stop! For God's sake, stop!
Who just got popped?
Answer my questions. Or she dies next. Yeah? Then her.
Tell him what he wants to hear. Ask your questions.
Better. First question. How did you actually think this was all going to end?
In a better world.
Bullshit.
It's the truth! When we came into power, everything was broken. The system worked for so few. There was hunger and poverty and real pain. But you never saw that, Mr. James, because you were doing just fine, thank you very much. And my side? We were too weak, too meek. It was all good intentions and second chances and playing by the rules. Well, you know, playing fair gets the people at the bottom because of fucking nowhere. Someone had to be prepared to actually fight, to do what was required. So I did it. Because no one else was going to.
14 million people.
To save the 60 million here. What would you have done? Let us all starve to death?
You should have found another way.
There was no other way.
Is that how Peter Clement saw it?
Peter was weak. I loved him more than I have ever loved anyone, but he was soft. He wouldn't have allowed it to happen. And afterwards, But that's on me, Mr. James. What's on you?
We're not discussing me. Didn't you hear? Disrupt died on the night of the uprising.
Then how have we been watching you for months?
Watching me?
You're not the only one who knows how to get people on your side. We knew you'd pop your grubby little head up again, and we've been collecting information just in case you did. There's a recording. A meeting of the so-called Disrupt leadership. Tiny hidden cameras, very high-tech. Perhaps the public should see what your bosses are talking about when there's no one else around.
We have people at the network jamming your signals, messing with your broadcast room. We'll stop you.
We have people too, and they've been doing this an awfully long time. Prepare the footage on screen 4. I guess it's up to the broadcast room.
You and there. You play that footage. She dies.
Play it. Play the tape. It's important. Last thing is to just play the fucking tape.
Got the console. Don't let them play that tape. Take the screens.
We visited Leningrad recently. The remains of it. You know, smoke still rises from some of the wreckage.
Yes.
Apparently it's too dangerous to send in men to put out the fires.
We've all lost that to which we were attached.
5 years, General, and still it burns. That is why this cannot be allowed to happen again.
Then we are all agreed. Once normality returns, we will proceed.
Regional variations, of course, but the numbers will remain presently consistent.
It will be an industrial procedure. We will need facilities.
Undoubtedly.
Oh, my people can deal with that. They're experienced in clandestine constructions under challenging conditions.
But it'll have to be all of them, General. The intellectuals, the radicals, free thinkers, anyone who does not understand and accept the natural order of existence.
Of course, Jacob. There can be no fertile ground left for these ideas to take root again.
There will be resistance. We should also consider relatives and close friends. We will no doubt have been exposed to dangerous ideologies anyway.
That could be millions of people.
Yes, but we can manage it. I mean, once the processing is up and running, we can streamline it.
You're certain you can manage these numbers, Jacob?
Oh, yes, Viscount, possibly more. And then there's the transition centres. They can be easily repurposed.
Well, then, this is marvellous. Marvellous, gentlemen.
There is one other matter to discuss. Our colourful spokesman.
Mr. James. He's useful for now. His appearance works well for us with the common class.
But he'll have to go too, him and all his type.
Oh, yes.
And that I think we can all agree. Let him dance today for the masses who clap and cheer, and then later we cut his throats.
Obviously. The face of the future looks nothing like Mr. James.
Yes. I remember when we had troublesome cadets in a unit, we used to send them on a doomed mission. Gave their relatives something to be proud of, an honourable death of a loved one. Stop them asking some troublesome questions.
An excellent solution. Mr. James is full of passion. Let him consume himself with it.
Damn.
Shall we turn to the matter of a new curriculum?
Set the homie up.
Alex. Kill her. No, wait. Better yet. This is on you.
Songbird down! Repeat, Songbird down!
Everybody stop!
Lower your weapons. Think about this, Mr. James. No one else needs to die today.
I agree. In 4 minutes' time, a helicopter is going to land on the roof of this building. I will be making my way up there and boarding that helicopter. And then I'll be on my way. And as you so observantly pointed out, no one else will need to die here today. I imagine you'll be joining me on the roof.
You know I can't let you leave this room. Alan Stephen James, you are formally requested for dialogue. Under Section 12 of the Mental Health and Antisocial Activity Act, if you refuse to collaborate, I am clinically empowered to intervene. Anything you say can and will be used in efforts towards your betterment.
You're arresting me. Do you not see this?
A palliative advisor will be made available to you at no cost. Do you understand these advantages as I have expressed them to you?
You must be fucking kidding me!
The patient has refused to engage.
You have no power here! If I take my thumb off this trigger...
The patient is a clear and present danger.
I don't understand.
Centigrade received. Target neutralized. Headquarters, I can confirm intelligence. The device was sabotaged by person or persons unknown. 4 civilian casualties present, including Songbird. Is anyone else injured?
So I got the leaders of both of the world's factions to kill each other.
Why are these lights on? We're broadcasting your live. Control, any transmission stopped immediately.
No, you can't just cut the signal. We have to say something. We can't just leave them. We have to say something.
I think everyone's seen more than enough.
So I got everybody murdered. I got Call Me Mommy died. And Teledaddy dead. What ending is that?
The god smiles like a million instas, breaking the heart of widows and spinsters, smashing it up on everyone's tinders, and they wanna kill you.
Beloved in the nation, hated in the industry. That's the end of the game. We're just going over what all happened because of us. He's still funding the moon.
Never too smart, never too tardy, sparkling wit and a laugh so hearty, and they want to kill you for being human.
LSC's career strengthened. A sex tape. Cool. Most successful orgy house. Beard golf. That's hilarious.
They got a cool with the wide circumference, beautiful words that
Oh,
disguise their
I actually chose that.
the Tory conference, and they wanna kill you. Scribbling lies in the manifesto. Don't give a shit 'cause you won't protest. So dazzled and dazed by the posh hate.
Can you even hear me? Or is the music way too loud like I think it is?
And they wanna stop you from being human. And they're trying to prevent you from being human. And they wanna kill you for being human.
The loading tip guy is off today, so there isn't one. That's hilarious.
Good evening. This is Megan Wolf broadcasting across the frequencies. Clashes worsened today as violence between the North Capital Commune and the Riverside camp raged into the night yet again. The power has been out in most of the city for over 3 weeks at this time. I'd caution anyone who is still receiving this broadcast to avoid Trawler Street, where a violent group have taken over the former CCO headquarters and are said to be extremely hostile to outsiders. Meanwhile, the refugee encampments surrounding the ports have steadily grown in size as the ongoing fuel shortage continues to prevent ships from departing. We've also received word that the Borden clan of former East Grinchley are particularly active at night, raiding smaller settlements, so try to avoid that area if you can.
She's actually getting back to that. There's 14 endings.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
So my ending, I'm assuming, was the best ending. I'm assuming my ending was the best ending since it's what I wanted. No, neither big side got power. It's essentially now just up to the people. Which is, you know, I'd rather it be an option than someone else's options. But now, I'm going to leave this here. This was a super fun game. Loved most of the mechanics. it was definitely worth the purchase. I would recommend this to anyone who wants a challenge, a laugh, and a deep thought. Like, at some points the cringe got a little bad, but it was the whole point of the satire. It made fun of everybody. And no side was... No, every side sucked. I got my daughter nuked. But for now, thank you, Cody. Thank you, Echo, and Mr. Bones for stopping by. If you're still here, love. And I've been the Yellow Donkey. You've been my Yellow Bros and Yellow Sisters. I shall see you guys next time you click on one of my new and or old videos. Peace. Adieu.